Minister of Education of Ghana, visiting ministers of education from all over the African continent, friends from UNICEF, friends from the educational sector, distinguished invited guests, ladies, gentlemen, friends from the media. It gives me great pleasure this morning to welcome all of you to the Accra Training College, where this morning, as a collective, we will be towing a new path in terms of opening another chapter in the delivery of foundational learning. Today, we'd want to throw extra focus on the Foundational Learning Action Tracker, which has been a big collaboration between UNICEF, the Hempel Foundation, and various ministries of education across the African continent. This morning, also we would be getting into major deliberations to help us assess where we are as a collective and where we would want to be in the coming years. And of course, at the end of the day, the foundation, which is the young people who are going to take over the reins of the various sectors of our various jurisdictions, are the focus of all of this. And at the end of the day, the impact story is what we'd all be very interested in. By way of introduction, my name is Nathaniel Atto. Today, I'll be your master of ceremonies and your moderator, and it's my hope that together our takeouts will be strong and the resolve to continue to give effective work for this Foundational Learning Action Tracker to be one of impact will be greatly achieved. This morning, it gives me great pleasure to welcome here to the stage our host. The host, who is the principal of the Accra College of Education, who also happens to be the president of the Association of Colleges of Education of Ghana. With a big round of applause, please help me welcome Professor Atintonu. Welcome, Prof.
The Honorable Minister for Education, who is not here, but I understand he'll be joining us very shortly. The Deputy Minister for Education, Honorable Clement Apak, MP for Bulisa South. I'm happy you are here this morning again. Last week, Friday, there was a big event here with the President being here, and they were all here. At least I expected we have the energies to be here again, but I'm happy to have you this morning. The Chief Director for Minister of Education, Technical Advisor for the Minister of Education, Prof. George Theodore, happy to see you this morning. The Director General for Ghana Education Service, the Deputy Director General, Prof. Smile, who is here representing him, TTEL Executive Director, Robin Todd, distinguished representatives from UNICEF and Hempel Foundation, esteemed global leaders, education leaders, college lecturers, deans and provosts from various universities here. I recognize in particular my provost from UCC, development partners, my vice principal and staff here, my dear students who are here this morning, friends from the media, everybody who's in this room, ladies and gentlemen. It is with immense pride and profound pleasure that I welcome you all to the Accra College of Education once again, a center of excellence for teacher education in this country. The college is one of the 49 colleges of education located across various regions of Ghana. We are deeply honored to host this landmark event, the global launch of the 2025 Foundational Learning Action Tracker FLAT, co-organized by UNICEF and the Ministry of Education. We are privileged to have among us eminent personalities whose leadership continues to shape the future of global education. The Honorable Haruna Idrisu, Minister for Education Ghana, whose dynamic leadership continues to place foundational learning at the center of our national education transformation. Dr. Pierre Robello, Global Director for Education and Adolescent Development, UNICEF, whose vision has shaped this global movement. Mr. Albert Nsewenva, Executive Secretary, ADIA, for champion peer learning across our continent. Dr. Obi Ezekiel, founder and CEO of Human Capital Africa, a tireless advocate for accountability and human capital development in Africa. The Honorable Conrad Saki, Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, Sierra Leone. The Honorable Clifford Conant, Assistant Minister of Education, Liberia. You are both bringing hard-won lessons from your own countries and telling us what it is in your context. Mr. Anders Holm, CEO of Hampel Foundation, whose partnership exemplifies how philanthropy and data can drive progress. The Honorable Sonny Angara, Secretary of Education, Republic of the Philippines. You are all welcome. Your presence here today reflects a shared commitment to transforming learning outcomes for all children everywhere in our continent and around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the Foundational Learning Action Tracker represents more than a data-driven instrument. It is a global call to action, a commitment to ensure that every child, regardless of geography or circumstances, can read with understanding, compute with confidence, and grow with curiosity. Its focus on teachers resonates deeply with us here at Accra College of Education, for we believe that no education system can rise above the quality of the teachers that we train. As an institution dedicated to nurturing transformative educators, we see the FLAT initiative as both an inspiration and a mirror reminding us of our critical role in preparing teachers who are not only competent, but also adaptive, creative, and compassionate. In this spirit, Accra College of Education is charting a bold new course. We are exploring the integration of artificial intelligence in teaching and learning as not a replacement for teachers, but as a tool to empower them. We envision classrooms where teachers harness AI to personalize instructions, assess learning more effectively, and bridge learning gaps swiftly. Our goal is to prepare future educators who are AI literate, ethically grounded, and capable of leveraging technology to enhance foundational learning for every child. To this end, we are actively seeking partnerships and collaborations with organizations, institutions, and thought leaders who share this vision. Together, we can co-create teacher education models that combine human empathy with digital innovation, ensuring that no learner is left behind in the evolving educational landscape. Distinguished guests, today's launch reminds us that progress in education requires not only data and policy, but also courage, collaboration, and purpose. As we celebrate the unveiling of FLAT 2025, let us renew our collective resolve to make learning foundational, equitable, and transformational for every child everywhere on our continent and in the globe. On behalf of the Governing Council, management, staff, and students of this great college, I once again welcome you to Accra College of Education. May our discussions today ignite action that echoes in classrooms across Ghana and the continent beyond. Thank you very much.
We're very grateful once again to Professor Atintono, who has reminded us of the very important charge to commit ourselves to this idea of ensuring that we're seeing proper impact by the Foundational Learning Action Tracker. Shall we do one more of a big round of applause for him? Heads of our ministries all over the African continent have technical arms and technical arms of support. Today, I'm glad to welcome up here the main technical arm of support here at the Education Ministry of Ghana. Please help me with a big round of applause to welcome the Chief Director of the Ministry of Education of Ghana, Mrs. Lydia Eswa. Shall we do a big round of applause as she makes her way here? I'd like to remind all of us that we're also live on the main page of the Ministry of Education on social media. And now I hand you over to the Chief Director of the Ministry of Education of Ghana.
Thank you, MC. Honorable Deputy Minister for Education, Dr. Clement Apag, representing the Minister for Education, Honorable Haruna Idrisu, distinguished Ministers of Education from other countries here present, the Technical Advisor to the Minister of Education, Ghana, Professor George K.T. Odro, the Director General, Ghana Education Service, Prof. N.S. Davis, Deputy Director General, Ghana Education Service, Prof. Smile, Dr. Pierre Brito, UNICEF Global Director for Education and Adolescent Development, the Country Director of UNICEF Ghana, Mr. Osama Makawi, Kogali and team. I hope I got the name right. The CEO of Hampel Foundation, Mr. Anders Holm, development partners, funders, the principal and management of Accra College of Education, members of the Flats Launch Planning Committee, dedicated researchers, lecturers, tutors, teachers, and students, the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my singular honor and privilege to welcome you to the launch of the 2025 Foundational Learning Action Tracker, FLATS for short, a collaborative effort between the Ministry of Education, the Ghana Education Service, UNICEF, and the Hempel Foundation. I am particularly pleased to have Dr. Pierre Brito, UNICEF's Global Director for Education and Adolescent Development, Mr. Anders Holm, CEO of Hempel Foundation, Honorable Conrad Sake, Minister of Basic and Secondary Education, Sierra Leone, Honorable Clifford Conan, Assistant Minister of Education, Liberia, Honorable Sonny Angara, Secretary of Education, Republic of the Philippines, and many high-level personalities from funding bodies here with us for the purpose of launching the FLATS. The Ministry of Education is very excited to be a direct partner in this year's FLATS launch event because the tracker represents a significant milestone in our collective pursuit of quality education for all Ghanaian children. By leveraging data and evidence, we will be able to strengthen our foundational learning policies, effectively monitor and evaluate curriculum implementation in our schools, and put in place evidence-informed interventions to improve foundational learning outcomes. As we launch this tracker, we reaffirm our commitment to ensuring every child acquires the foundational skills necessary for lifelong learning and success. Let us work together to make this vision a reality. I wish to appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time to join us today. Your presence is a testament to the importance of FLATS and the value you place on contributing to the promotion of evidence-based provision and delivery of foundational learning in Africa. I acknowledge the hard work and dedication of the FLATS Launch Planning Committee under the leadership of Professor George K.T. Odro, who within a very short time worked tirelessly to make this event possible. I also express my appreciation to UNICEF Ghana, whose guidance served as motivation for the committee's work. At this juncture, I narrow myself to my humble task of